This is Art Around, a look at the arts and culture of the West Michigan area, presented by Durga Insurance Group, Episode 6, Tour of Tunes, a look at music in West Michigan, Part 2. Join us as we look further into how music affects the arts of West Michigan.
I grew up as a rock and roll heavy metal head listener and pop music. I think first album I ever bought was right over here at a store called Home TV Tronics. It's not there anymore. And it was, I'm not embarrassed to admit, but I will say Barry Manilow, even now, which my grandfather made fun of Barry Manilow.
I'm RJ Nordlund, partner and brewmaster here at North Grove Brewers. I also book music, I play music. I'm on the board at the Arts Council of White Lake, booking for the summer concert series there as well. As far as White Lake music, I actually got my start here playing at the Book Nook back when Deb Lambers owned it. And there's just always great music around here in the area and a lot of great musicians.
I grew up listening to rock and roll, Frank Zappa, Dr. Demento show on WLAV-FM out of Grand Rapids, and classical music as well. My mom is a classical violinist and is, and then I grew up in the church as well, so heard a lot of chorale music and just a wide variety from cheesy bubblegum pop to heavy metal stuff that I could rebel in my own family and try to tick my parents off, and also was steeped in the classical realm.
I think music is one of the most important parts of any culture, and I think coming to White Lake and being a part of this community, knowing that there's music at all these different businesses throughout the White Lake areas is huge. You get to see more places offering original music, which is the most important to me, to get to hear people telling their own stories rather than rehashing the same songs everybody's heard a million times. But there's a lot of good places. Like I said, the Book Nook's been doing that forever. We do that here at North Grove Brewers too. We put an emphasis on booking musicians who write mostly their own music and try and give them a place to share that here in the White Lake area.
There are a lot of local names. Dave Burel on Buddy Pops. You've got bands like Dutch Henry. Distracted is some Muskegon guys and North Muskegon guys. Red Eye, classic Montague Whitehall hippie rock and roll, man. There are tons of bands.
There's places in Muskegon that do a lot of the solo stuff now. There's a place, a little brew house called the Salty Pecker. Another place in North Muskegon at the Four Corners called the Valkyrie. Also have music at the Pincrest in Fruitport, which is a 6-lane bowling alley. They have a nice outdoor area, and in the winter, they have music inside for their patrons, sitting right on top of the bowling lanes. Pigeon Hill has music, Unruly, the 18th Amendment. And these are all venues that use solo performers where, you know, guys like myself, Jack Lever, Gabe Lundy, Tommy Foster, Buddy Pops are playing in these types of things.
Yeah, the summer concert series at the Bandshell has been going on. I think this will be the 35th year that the Arts Council has hosted music there, and it's just a wonderful time. The community comes out in droves to hear these wonderful musicians play on Tuesdays in the summer, and then on Wednesday nights in the summer here we have beer garden bar outside and nice big old stage, and we bring music here on Wednesdays as well in the summer. So that's a great offering for people to come to this community for and experience great music and have a good time. It's awesome.
Grew up in Montague, play acoustic and electric guitar, and I have done so for better than 50 years.
We're hosting music. Jimmy's Pub has been hosting music. The Book Nook, Sawyer's is having music. I just think that there's an opportunity in this town especially to really bring live music and live original music to a smaller community where normally you wouldn't have that. Like, it could be more like going to Grand Rapids and seeing awesome musicians. You can still get that experience here instead of having to go an hour away. It's pretty cool.